Start the week off. Let's see where your money is on Wall Street. Let's head for the Newsmax Director of Financial Newsletters, the Money Master, Jeff Yastine, joins us. Jeff, good Monday, and it seems like we got a little profit taking to start off the week.
Yeah, definitely. The Dow was up higher when the session first opened, up as much as 70, 80 points. But since then, it's been an opportunity to sell with oil prices down to around $56 a barrel right now. So, yeah, we have the Dow down 86, the S&P down 10 points, the NASDAQ down around 36 points or so.
Let's talk about Sony a little bit here, because certainly we're seeing some damage in Sony, and we're going to see more as time goes on. Movies don't come out, production schedules get backed up. But now they're talking about they want the media companies to stop using the leaked notes and the leaked emails, or they're threatening legal action. Heather Hansen, our legal expert, was here earlier, and even she laughed at this. She said this is just another one of those last-ditch moves. When you have nothing else to do, go ahead and threaten somebody with a lawsuit. They can't stop anybody.
Yeah, you know things are getting desperate inside corporate headquarters in a situation like Sony's facing when they come out with a threat like this. You know, this is not a national security threat of some kind. The only threat is the loss of jobs to some of these key Sony Pictures executives and probably a few people in their IT department. But outside of that, I know it's a ridiculous sort of statement for the company to have made. Even if the established media, if you will, said, yeah, we'll go along with this, there's thousands of bloggers who would not. I mean, it's just a dumb statement all around.
Is there any sort of thinking, Jeff, that may be floating through Wall Street here in the economic community about the effect of this and what this may do to Sony's stock yet? I realize it's early in the story yet, so we may not have seen a whole lot of trends.
Yeah, I've been looking at Sony shares over the last number of months, actually even before this arrangement came out with Sony Pictures. And, you know, Sony Pictures is really just one small part or a part of a much larger corporate conglomerate that is way overstuffed with other kinds of businesses. There's an insurance business, there's an electronics business, and frankly, there's discussions within Sony about doing some divestitures, which is sort of a broad theme we can probably expect from a lot more Japanese companies, which many of them sort of fall into this same category. A lot of these companies look like U.S. companies did in the early 1980s before the likes of Carl Icahn and the other folks came in and said, hey, you know, the sum of the parts is worth more than the current valuation is. So there's really no impact to Sony Pictures, to Sony stock price right now with this particular thing.
Financial protection, thy name is diversity. All right, here's how big the pet business is in this country. PetSmart's going to be sold to a private equity group led by BC Partners for almost $9 billion, largest leveraged buyout of the year. Now at least I know where all my money will be going to soon for dog food.
But, you know, conversely, this is actually a sign in many ways of a maturation of this particular sector of you know, pet retail, in that, you know, it used to be if you went to a PetSmart or Petco, which is a privately owned chain, that's one of their competitors, that's the place where you buy, let's say you wanted to pay extra for organic dog food, that's where you went. Well, now you can go to Walmart and buy organic dog food. You can buy pet pharmacy supplies through online groups that do that sort of thing. So, you know, this is really a recognition that this particular sector is probably topping here, and quite frequently we see private equity firms come in and buy these companies at their top simply because they've done everything that they can in order to get the most out of the business, you know, the most number of branches of retail, and trying to get as much of their efficiency going in the right manner.
Reminder, people, do not buy any food or toys made in China. There you go. Take that from a pet owner. Okay, that's just my opinion, and people know what I'm talking about. 30 seconds. Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan called Congress. Why is that?
Yeah, he was looking for some breaks here on this particular bill that would essentially, to put it in very quickly, would have undone most of Dodd-Frank. And, you know, had that happened, of course, there would be a lot of repercussions. We're already seeing a lot of repercussions from this attempt.
All right, just go ahead and make sure that the big guys always get a hold of the banks, and life will be good. All right, don't forget, everybody, that if you want to, check out Newsmax.com. Go to the Money tab right there. You'll find money news, all the news 24/7 from Jeff Yastine and the entire team. Jeff, always a pleasure, my friend. Have a great Monday. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday.
Thanks, Ed.
All right. And once again, just a personal opinion, but as a pet owner, nothing made in China. Research it. They are the people who make the holiday something special indeed for those who toil around the world to keep America safe. We're proud to talk to them up here on MidPoint right after the break.